Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports here, myself Charlie. And before the video starts, please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. Now the ICC T20 World Cup has been continuing in India and Sri Lanka. From an English fan's point of view, it has been a real rollercoaster of emotions. We started the tournament with an edgy thriller with Nepal, who nearly caused the upset of all upsets in a last ball thriller. We then were pitiful against the West Indies again, where we showed once again our struggles to play and spin. Our captain Harry Brook, who I think I've dug Brook out a lot on my channel, and I don't like doing it always because it does sound targeted, but he's just not a very good player of spin. And when you're in the subcontinent, that's a real problem. You know, and then today's game against Italy, which, I mean, by the time this video goes out, it might not be today, but we were pushed, and Manenti and Moscow, if they'd have just maybe kept that partnership going a little longer, who knows what could have happened there. In the end, England, of course, ran out winners, but it's been probably too close to call. Apart from the Scotland game where we were pretty dominant, it's been a real few close shaves with the other two associates in our group. And I said on my channel the other day that the associates deserve a lot of credit. I think that's something I want to touch on before going into England and also Australia, who are a different story altogether. That the European associates, I feel like as England, we should do more with them. You know, why not? I saw someone on Twitter suggest it today. Why not have a cricket Five Nations? Why not have Scotland, Netherlands, Ireland, Italy and England play out a tournament? Maybe in Ireland, maybe in the Netherlands. Why not? Because we seem to love white ball cricket as it is anyway. We seem allergic to playing test series. So why not get these associates involved? I thought would have been massively entertained by this Italy side. I thought their hitting the other day against Nepal, the Moscow brothers, was as outstanding, winning that game by 10 wickets. I think bowling-wise as well, they've got some fantastic players. Hassan Ali, although he went for a bit of tap today, looks to be pretty useful with the ball. Yes, of course, people will level and say, well, none of the Italian side are actually born in Italy. Yeah, we know that. But I think that's how you're going to grow these associate nations. We know how it starts, and then they start hopefully producing players of their own and within their own right. I've been really entertained by the Italians at this tournament, and yes, they've got one more game against the West Indies left, but I hope for one that we don't forget about them. It looks like the associate spots for Europe are going to be reduced for the next World Cup, which is going to be a problem because it looks like a few of them will miss out. But it'll be a real shame because, like I say, if we can grow Italy, which let's not forget, cricket in Italy has a proud heritage. You know, Genoa CFC, Genoa Cricket Football Club. AC Milan recently did a kit launch where they looked like cricketers because they know that it was founded by Englishmen as a cricket club as well. With that heritage, could it be played on? I mean, listen, it's a modern world and that was a long time ago, but the Italians are very proud of their heritage. And I think that could be something that is played on. And hopefully we could grow the game there because I think people have said it's been doing the rounds. Imagine a cricket ground in some of those locations: Como, Milan, Naples, Rome. Yeah, any Italian city, Verona, just beautiful places. Now, our cousins from down under, Australia. After a summer in which, rightfully so, they mocked us and laughed at us, they are on the verge of exit after Sri Lanka dominated them, it's fair to say. It looked like after 8 overs, I believe it was, that Australia were well on the way, 107 without loss, if I remember rightly. Mitchell Marsh was going absolutely ballistic at the top of the order. You thought, what could possibly go wrong? But then there was an absolute collapse, including losing the last 5 wickets for 7 runs, which meant that they set Sri Lanka a not so imposing target of 182. Sri Lanka got it. Kasanka smashing his 100. The first Sri Lanka, I think, to get 100 at the T20 World Cup since Jai Wardner, if I remember rightly. What an innings from him. And after the upset the other day with Zimbabwe, Australia look like they are well and truly headed on the plane home. They need the look of the Irish to be on their side tomorrow against Zimbabwe, which, with the way Zimbabwe are playing, you wouldn't be too hopeful of. It is worth pointing out before that I think this is essentially an Australia A side. They're missing many of the big guns in the bowling order. The batting has been chopped and changed because of injuries. Steve Smith coming in. There's been a lot of differences in the order, and I think that is worth pointing out and maybe a caveat to stick in. I think perhaps underperformances as well from players has meant that this has been, like I say, a disappointing tournament for the Aussies, and one that I did say at the start, I thought they were crucial in this group, but so be it. That's the nature of the beast, that there will be upsets, and after what has been probably quite a successful summer for Australia in terms of the Ashes and everything else that's gone on, the success of the Big Bash. It's quite a sad note to end on, but as always with the Aussies, we know they'll be back. It's good to see an upset as well. One thing though, why the ICC have seeded the Super 8s before it took place, I do not know, but it's just baffling. Just can't get my head around it. Who knows? Such is the wizardry that the ICC possess. As always, guys, let us know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated. As a try become a one-man sports news bandwagon, I've been Charlie. Have a great day.